Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and on my other channels down below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Leave a comment down below or in the chat. Act a fool. Talk about some wrestling or whatever the fuck you want. So don't forget to like the video. Hit the subscribe button down below on this channel. And like I said, all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And share this video and all my other videos on my respective channels all over the internet. But most importantly, you gotta tap that bell and enable all my notifications so you never ever, oh baby, ever miss an upload. And excuse me 1 second. So you don't, excuse me, thank you. So you never ever, oh baby, ever miss an upload. And that's that. Hopefully YouTube can notify you and send out my videos to you so you don't miss a beat. If you're not getting my notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the bell, and hopefully that will work. If not, then blame Susan. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, like the video, dislike the video. I really don't care. I really don't care what you do. But leave a comment down below after the video. Like I said, come in the chat. Ask me questions about wrestling or whatever else you want. And that's all I got to say about that. Don't forget to follow me on social media. On Facebook, at Peter Gilmore. And you can friend me and follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at the link down below. And if you're on Instagram, my handle is down there on Instagram. You can follow me on there as well. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. My Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, wherever you share my videos. And don't forget to hit that bell. Because if you don't, well, you fucking miss out. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all had a great Monday. The start of the second week of August. We're starting to get into the middle of August, and we're just counting down the days and the weeks. We're about a little over 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away till Labor Day, the unofficial end of summer. We're getting ready for Labor Day weekend and everything. Tomorrow the sun goes down at 8 o'clock. So by 8:20, 8:25 will be dark. So, but yeah, so the days are starting to get a little bit shorter. I know we got this month, September, and most of October, so we got a little over 2.5 months left of pretty daylight before before the sun goes down around 6:30, and then by the time we get to the beginning of November, when we have to turn the clocks back, the sun will go down about 5 o'clock, and we'll have a long, you'll be getting home from work and it's dark. But it is what it is. And then we start talking about Halloween, which is on a Sunday. Yeah, Halloween's on a Sunday and it's football. Go figure that one out. So, we're giving out the candy to the kiddies. I'll be watching football. So let Rosie do that shit. but it is what it is. So I gotta watch my Niners. You know what I mean? I can't miss my Niners. I can't miss the Jets or anything. Because I'm outside waiting for kiddies to come, to the door. Like, oh, you want some candy? It is what it is. Thank you for the free view, fucker. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, so we got Halloween coming up in a couple months. The start of the start of fall in a little over a month. Thanksgiving's coming your way. Election Day. Nobody cares about that. Veterans Day. Nobody cares about that. Thanksgiving, like I said, Black Friday. The holiday season is coming up. My birthday coming up in a couple months. Gonna be mid-40s, 45, my friends. Well, 45, and that's all I gotta say about that. So lots of things coming your way, and just take it one day at a time. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, like I said, I hope on this late Monday night, hope everybody had a great day. My day was up and down. It is what it is. I had to do some work. I had to do some paperwork and some stuff. I had to do a little bit of housework and everything. Some dishes. I just had to do the dishes after work and everything. Mrs. was busy today, so I really didn't talk much to her. Thank you for the free view again. And that's all I can say about that. But and that's pretty much it. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I had an interesting phone. Well, I had two interesting phone calls today. Um, I'm working. I work remote, and I'm kind of looking for a side job. And I got a call from a job I applied for, but the job is a full-time job. I'm looking for part-time work while I'm working. I work in the morning, and I work in the morning to about, and then I get out about like 4 o'clock. And the job I applied for was Monday through Friday. 30. I got to work 35 hours, and basically making less than I'm making at my remote job. But so I had to talk to. I had a somebody call me from that, and couldn't understand her because she spoke another language. What else is new? So long story short, I might be getting another call from that same position tomorrow morning, or maybe sometime tomorrow afternoon, and gonna have to say no, can't, not interested. But it is what it is. But I'm happy. I just need a little bit of extra money, so I can pay the rest of my bills for the rest of the year. So because my mortgage is coming up and everything, my insurance for the house is coming up as well. Got to pay the electric, all the other bills I got to pay. Then I got car payments coming up. You know, I got to pay the cable bill. I got to pay the internet bill, which I might be. I'm gonna actually call maybe. I might be going on the emergency broadband plan, which I can, you know, lower my internet bill from like $67 maybe. I can get it down to 20-30 bucks for the next couple months, for the next 3.5 months. Because it's probably gonna go up anyway. Come January, that bill's gonna go up a little bit, probably about $5. So if I'm paying like $17 and change with fees and everything, come January I'll probably be paying 25, close to $30 a month until the emergency broadband thing ends, unless it ends soon. I don't even know. I think they said it's supposed to end when the pandemic ends. We don't know when this pandemic ends, so we're still going. So it is what it is. So I'm probably calling my internet company tomorrow to see if I can if I can get in the program and everything, so I can save a little bit more money. But because I got a lot of bills to pay. You know what I mean? I got to pay my phone bill at the end of the month, but beginning of September, right before Labor Day, I got to pay the phone bill, and then right around the same time I got to pay the cable bill, and then a couple of days after that, my my internet bill comes, and then like a week later I got to pay all the utilities and everything. You know, lots of bills, my friends, lots of bills that I pay, me and the missus pay together. So because that's why Rose is on assignment right now. By the time she comes back, she'll be having lots of money. She'll be having some moolah. So bills will be paid off for the rest of this month, going into September for September's bills, and have money for food and all that other good shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. So that's that. And then the other call I had a talk to my pops today. We had an interesting talk, just a father son talk, and then it was what it was. I'm gonna see him actually tomorrow because I was supposed to go to the bank today, but I was so messed up today. I couldn't. I didn't go out except to go to the pharmacy to get some stuff, get some stuff, and get a couple of sodas and everything because I needed some drinks. Not this drink what I have right now. My little cup of fruit punch, and that's that. So that's that. So my day was up and down. Tomorrow, I got a couple of things to do after work. I have to run to the bank, put my check in, and I got to take some money out because I'm gonna buy a little bit more food because basically I'm alone and I gotta go for a little bit of food shopping near the end of the week, just buy a little bit of stuff, so I have enough for next week because Rosa won't be back until I think after SummerSlam. So gotta buy a little bit of things, a couple of snacks. Oh no, we have to buy snacks. Just a couple of things, maybe like some chicken nuggets. Well, I have chicken nuggets right now. See, I have a chicken nugget. So just some little things here and there. And then other than that, there's a couple of days I might fart. No, I might eat dinner with my family, with my mom and pop. Maybe watch the Met game. Probably. Oh, this weekend I'm gonna be once again I'm gonna be at my with my mom and dad, watching the Mets and just shooting the shit. Coming home. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'll go off. Probably coming home about 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night. On Saturday and Sunday because there's really nothing on besides the Mets. And the Mets are playing the Dodgers this weekend, and they're probably gonna get their butts kicked. I'm trying to find out when the Giants and Jets play. I think it's between Thursday and Monday. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be either between Thursday and Saturday because they really don't play Sundays. So I'm probably be either Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night. I hope it's not Friday night because I want to watch, SmackDown and the debut episode of Rampage. I don't want to have to go, have three, picture and watch, and I have to pick everyone. Like, oh, I got to pick the Giants, Giants and Jets game. I hope it's not Friday night. I hope it's either Thursday or Saturday night. So we can watch. Me and my dad can watch some football. Can root for my Jets. My dad will root for the Giants and scream up storm. And I'll just be like, hey, Giants lost. It is what it is. I think the Met game is on either in the day or maybe at night. So if the Mets are playing during this, the same time as the Jets and the Giants preseason game, Probably do some channel flipping, and then I'm probably gonna, you know, go go home. After the game, I'm probably gonna, get home. It's like a 25-minute drive. So I'm like, get in the car, get there, I'm like, zoom, bang, down, done. So it is what it is. And then Sunday, come home, have dinner, and then come home, maybe have a snack, do some stuff, online, talk to the missus, and then go to bed and then get up early in the morning on Sunday, and then get dressed, and then head on down to my parents, watch the Mets game, because usually that's around a 1 o'clock game anyway. And then just chill for the rest of the day, and then around 6, maybe close to 7, have dinner, and then I leave right before 8 o'clock, and then I'm home by around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and that's it. And then I get ready for next week, because next week is gonna be a big week. Raw, NXT, AEW, SmackDown, the SmackDown before SummerSlam, going against the most anticipated AEW show in their history, Rampage in Chicago, the first dance, which could have the guy named CM Punk on the show. So that's going to be a big night, August the 20th, next Friday. And then that's going to be a big weekend as well. We got Glory by Honor, night 1, going up against those two shows. I'm gonna have to watch Glory by Honor, like, really, probably like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. It is what it is. I might review Glory by Honor. I might. I am not sure yet. Because I might do I was gonna maybe do a stream on during right around before SummerSlam goes on the air on the 21st. But we'll see if I have enough time on StreamYard, or just do like a mini video just saying, "Hi, how's it going?" Just like a quick Saturday quickie video, just saying, talking about something. And then next Saturday night, SummerSlam, I will be doing my review right after SummerSlam. And then next Sunday, NXT TakeOver 36. Right after that show goes off the air, I will be doing that video. So lots of stuff coming next week. And that's all I can say about that. And that's it. All right, thank you for the free views. I keep seeing the number go from going up and down, up and down, up and down, like my dick in your girlfriend's ass and your mama's ass, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right. So new week has started. Hope everybody had a great weekend. If you didn't, well, too bad. That's all I can say about that. If you're a Met fan, you didn't have a great weekend. But hopefully, starting tomorrow, the Mets wake up. Got 51 games left. I think the road to the playoffs begins tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with Cookie Carrasco on the mound against the Washington Nationals. A big 3-game series. Thursday, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and then Thursday afternoon at 12:10, which is basically camp day for the kiddies and everything. And then I got the Dodgers this weekend, and Friday the 13th on Friday. We gotta, say happy birthday to Jason Voorhees and everything. That's it. So it's gonna be an interesting week. We got debut of Rampage on Friday the 13th, and SmackDown as well. So that should be an interesting Friday night. And I will be doing my SmackDown and Rampage review right after Rampage goes off the air. So probably around 11:15, 11:30, I'll be doing I'll talk a little bit about SmackDown. I'm just gonna abbreviate SmackDown. I'm not gonna go into and go along with the video go into things and go off tangents and shit. I'm just gonna run down the matches a little bit and talk about that because it's the go home, well, not the go home show. Talk about that, and then we'll get into Rampage, and we'll talk a little bit. If I have extra time, I will talk a little bit more about Rampage, and that's that. If I have any chat, then we'll save the chat for last and everything. That's it. All right, so chat room is open, so come on in. And that's all I gotta say about that. I know it's late; it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but I had stuff to do. I watched all of Raw. And then I basically I took a little mini nap for like a half hour, and then I had to feed the pussy cat, and then got that. Then I had my own dinner, and I was watching TV, watching the news, and watching some other shows. Before I was like, okay, let's do the video before I actually go to bed. So I'm finishing up my late dinner, and then I'm probably gonna be going to bed because might have to get up early because I might be gonna get I'll have to get up early because I gotta get to work. Well, that's all I gotta say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, August the 9th, 2021, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it is now August the 10th, 2021. Actually, today is my official 12-year anniversary here on YouTube, but I celebrated late last night. So check out that video on episode 200 of the Gilmore Chronicles. We had a great time on that episode. We talked a lot about a lot of stuff. The Mets. We talked about the Halloween franchise and some other things. Talked about basically, my 12 years on YouTube, my ups and downs and everything, how I got on YouTube and how I made the Gilmore Chronicles and everything like that. Then briefly during the show, I talked a little bit about that egomaniac Braves fan JD from New York and how basically Jerry and WJ and Zuby ripped him a new a-hole. So I proceeded to finish the job, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So check out episode 200 of the Gilmore Chronicles. Link to the channel is down below, and tell your friends and have them subscribe. And that's pretty much it. Got a couple of subscribers over the weekend. That was pretty good. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming. That's it. All right. On this late Monday night, it is time for your late night Monday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Monday night review for August the 9th, 2021 from the former home of the Thunderdome, the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. All right. So another week begins. Another week of wrestling, and the cat's doing something. I have no idea what he's doing. What are you doing, wrestling cat? Got a bug there or something like that? Mouse? I don't know. Oh, just playing around. Anyway. All right, so here's your Monday Night Raw review for August the 9th, 2021 from the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida, the former home of the Thunderdome. Well, one of the homes of the Thunderdome before it went to the Tropicana Field, and then it ended off at the Youngling Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. So we're back at the Amway Center with fans who were kind of dead, as always, from Monday Night Raw. Because Monday Night Raw is your cure for insomnia. So just puts you to sleep every goddamn week. It is what it is, but last week did a 1.8. So I can only imagine what tonight's going to do. We'll probably find out sometime tomorrow. But, we're getting closer and closer to SummerSlam. We're as of this recording, 11 days away. Well, now if you're watching from somewhere else, 10 days away from SummerSlam, the biggest scam of the summer. And really, this show was kind of garbage tonight. Another garbage show from on Monday Night Raw. Nothing of significance tonight besides the return of our good friend, the man who steals my move, the Viper, Randy Orton, and his rottenness voice. So, basically, the show was revolved around Randy Orton and his rottenness voice, and with that, and Riddle's best buddy, one half of RK Bro. So Randy's back, and we'll see what he has to say for himself. We'll get to that in a minute. And other than that, really, we heard from the almighty WWE champion Bobby Lashley and MVP, continuing their the hype to Lashley versus Goldberg for the WWE title. A little bit of progression with the Raw Women's Championship with Rhea Ripley going against Nikki Ash-Hole tonight. Jeff Hardy was on the show. He had his rematch with Killer Cross. So see if Cross can get his win back from a couple weeks ago. So yeah, Jeff Hardy is now clear of the COVID, so he's fine. He's back on the roster. We'll see what happens with that. And we got a couple other things on the show, but still, this show was a big fat steaming pile of garbage tonight. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I don't think I'm gonna go too long with this video, but but we'll see what happens with that. All right, so like I said, chat room's open. So if you want to talk about Raw, we're open for business, my friends. And get your cold beverage or late night snack and enjoy the review. All right, let's begin. When was that? A half hour in. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said, Raw emanated from the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida, the former home of the Thunderdome, which began last year, last August, I believe. Then it went to the Trop, and then it went to and ended off at the Youngling Center before the fans started coming back. For show, fans at the Amway. That's all right. So we a team of Jimmy Slade, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton on commentary to bore us for 3 hours. Fuck show. Sure, of course. No pyro or anything like that. We go right into the arena, and we are off the show with the music of Randy Orton and his voice. I hear voices in my head. Stuff like that. They counsel me, they come to me. Stuff like that. Anyway, so Randy Orton and his voice comes out to a decent pop from the crowd. He's been away for 7 weeks. I thought just take some time off. I don't think he was injured or anything. I just thought, he just decided to take some time off. I think he took off, and I think he before he went, he basically disappeared. He might have hurt his shoulder a little bit, so there was like some farts and some. So that's why he took a couple, 7 weeks off to heal up, be with his hot smoking wife and kids. Now he's back to which we can't have SummerSlam without Randy Orton, of course. All right, Randy comes out to a nice little pop. He's smiling. He's, surprisingly, he's smiling. Never see that from Randy Orton, but anyway, so he's wearing his, this little blue shirt and everything, his vest and everything. Fans are going nuts. So he gets in the ring, gets on the mic, and it takes about 4 minutes because the fans are like, chanting for Randy and everything. But finally, he puts the mic to his lips, and he goes, "Well, this is the show where I'm supposed to say, welcome to Monday Night." Oh, little cheap plug, and a cheap plug from the so he says that, and he's about to explain where he's been for the last 7 weeks, and then we hear the music of whoa, and Randy Orton's buddy Riddle comes out. So Riddle comes out on his scooter. I mean, he just like zoomed right. He's like, Randy's back, zoom, scooter, and like jetted right to the ring. He gets right in the ring, and he's like, yeah, Randy's back, yeah, Randy, my boy. He starts hugging Randy. Randy's like, get the fuck away from me, dude. So he's, Riddle's all happy and everything. And Orton's like, ah, fuck, I forgot tag team. I was in a team with him. Fuck, I can't wait for another week. Damn. But anyway, Orton doesn't, he's like kind of bothered by Mr. Weed Smoker himself, Mr. Matt Riddle. So he slides in the ring. He flips his sandals off. We didn't get the multicolored doves. He's all excited and everything. So Riddle, sadly gets the mic, and he's like, Randy, I miss you so much, bro. I was having dreams about you and jacking off to you, Anyway, so Riddle was like where did you go? I miss you. That song. He was like, he was wondering like where he went for the last 7 weeks. I thought you were like in hiding. Maybe you went on vacation. But you're back. I missed you. I'm glad you're back. And he's like, I thought you left and you weren't coming back. Then he starts going on a tangent. He's like, 25 years ago today, my stepdad went out to get milk and he never came back. Got lost and never came back. So Randy's like, what am I hearing this? I don't give a shit. So the fans are chanting, RKO, RKO. I'm like, please do it. Please just fucking hit and break his freaking neck. Give him a Gilmore cutter. But anyway, he's like, you're back, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you're back. And you know what that means? We're back to being RK Bro once again. So Orton's like, what's wrong with you, dude? He's like, what makes you think that we're gonna reform Bro again? I was out 7 weeks. He says, for 5 matches. Blah, 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 blah. But like Riddle's like, well, I made, he's like, you made a couple shirts. We had a little bit of a buzz, on social media, with the shirt and everything that I don't even know it sold that much. The mugs and everything didn't sell that much. But Orton's like, let's be serious. I work better by myself, and you were doing just fine. Basically, it's like, it's like, you're doing just fine without me or your stepdad. Ooh, I take a little blow right there. So Riddle's like, Is it, there's not gonna be a team anymore? And he gets all sad. He's like, come on, bro. I want to be a team again. I want to suck you dick some more, man. I want to get the rub. Come on, Randy. So Orton's like, listen, it's like we were, past tense, we were a good team. Yeah, a couple wins, a couple big wins here and there. This, I think, the Viking Raid or War Machine. That was basically it. And that was that. So it's like we were a good team, but I don't want to team with you anymore. So anyway, then we hear the music of the tag team champions, the phenomenal AJ, and he comes out as always with his partner, the Big Black Diesel, almost, and they come out. They start going to the ring. They start making fun of Orton and Riddle, saying like, bro, and AJ's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Come on. Like AJ was doing his best Vince Russo impersonation, and then like, bro, I made that match in WCW, bro. That Judy Bagwell on a pole match was all my idea, bro. Stuff like that. So basically, like, this is embarrassing. It's like, this is so embarrassing that you can taste it. It's like, It's like, and it tastes so good. Some would say that it is too sweet. Too sweet. We felt love God, by the way. So, too sweet. And then the fans go, too sweet. Whoop, whoop. Too sweet. Whoop, whoop. I think that chant needs to go. You say too sweet, but the whoop, whoop. Why do you keep saying it? Marty's done. Marty Scurll is not in wrestling anymore. As far as I know. Not in anything like or anything. I think he's still wrestling, but not in anything major or anything. Like someone MLW. I was like, I would want him. But it is what it is. So we get that too sweet. Whoop, whoop, chant. So we got a little bit of a Bullet Club circa 2015 or at least 2016 chant from the fans in Orlando. So AJ then reminds Riddle of Orton's nicknames. Like, do you know who this guy is? He got so many nicknames. The Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer. Blah blah blah. He's like, he's used and abused people, and you really think that he's your friend? It makes no sense to me. He's Randy Orton, and it's not his voice. So AJ says that he thought breaking his scooter about a week or so ago would hurt him, but he never thought that it would take a broken heart to really hurt Riddle the most. And Randy Orton was the man to do it. So he's like, good job, Randy. Golf clapped him. So Randy's like, AJ, will you please shut the friggin' up or something like that. Well, he looked like he was about to curse. But he's like, will you please friggin' shut up? I've been at home for 7 weeks because, I didn't want to be on Raw for, during this time. Those, all the at home for 7 weeks, watching you run your mouth, walking around here like you own the place, and he's like, one's like, well, I run this place, blah blah blah. The only thing bigger than AJ's ego is that jackass next to him. A little bit of a diss to, almost like, what you say? That he didn't say that, but he's like, what you say, Randy? So then AJ's like, that's cap, which I didn't get with that. Why you even said that? I don't even know what that means. So AJ's like, well, why don't we settle this in the ring later tonight? So Orton's like, okay, let's do it. Or, he did his best, Paul Stanley impersonation and said, let's do it. So we get Orton accepts really quickly, and then he hits AJ and tries to go for the Gilmore cutter. AJ escaped and left the ring, and then almost was had his back turned, and Orton's laying in wait. I'm like, oh, this will be good if he hits this. It'll be probably the greatest, well, not one of the greatest RKOs in history. But so almost turns around. Orton tries for the Gilmore cutter, and almost like, get off me, and shoves Orton out the ring. And then he looks at the ring. He's like, come on, bring it on, let's fight. And then Riddle's still in the ring. He's like laying in wait. He's like, come on, I'm gonna give you the butter. He's gonna try for the Gilmore cutter, and he goes for it, but almost caught him. And he grabs him by the throat. Randy's like, I'm not helping this motherfucker. He's like, what? So almost hits the choke slam, knocking Riddle out. And that was it. Riddle goes to the outside. He's like, help me, Randy. I'm hurt, Randy. Just reaching his hand out to Randy, looks down at Riddle, and no! Shouldn't have done that. That wasn't very smart there, Mr. Riddle. All right, so that's it. So that was it for that segment. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Riddle's a dumbass. He's like, oh, Randy, I'm so happy to be with you. Can we, this means we're gonna reteam and we're gonna go after the tag team belts, right? And Randy's like, no. Why would I want to get back together with? I want to do my own thing. Go after slime. But it is what it is. So it hypes up the main event for later tonight. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. How many times have we seen that? I would have been fine if it was if it was Randy and against Omos. That would have been a pretty good match. See, Randy can actually hit the Gilmore cutter on the big black diesel Omos. But yeah, we get Randy versus AJ for the 6 millionth time. So yeah, that's the main event show. And that's all I gotta say about it. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. We're gonna move on from there. All right. After that, we go to commercial. We come back. We're in the back with homeless Corbin, who somehow was on Raw tonight. Didn't even mention the brand split or the wild card rule, whatever the fucking is called. They didn't even mention that. He's like, oh, Baron Corbin's on tonight. Ooh, where did he come from? So anyway, he's in the back. Mustard stains on it. I don't even know. Anyway, so we find out that he challenged Drew McIntyre to a match tonight, which is coming up after this segment. So anyway, Kevin comes in. Kevin, what's his name? Kevin Murphy, whatever the hell's his name is. But Kevin comes in and he's like, "Why did you chat? Why in the world would you chat Drew McIntyre? Well, of all things." So Corbin says he needs the money. Talks about his crown, his car. His car got repossessed. House is gone. His wife left and took the kids. He's basically homeless, and he talks about this past weekend production trucks. probably watching I don't know what he's watching. I really don't care. Probably gay porn. Who knows? Um, so he's like, I was in a production truck all weekend, you know, and then he talks about Jinder my balls. Uh, he offered him a chance to turn things around, get some monetary for being true. Uh, he says he's not jumping in the ring with someone who basically cut his head off with that sword. But basically, a man's got to do, and I'm running out of options, so I'm kind of a desperate man. So that's it. So I'm gonna see what if Corbin can nominate, if you will, and hopefully win the winner's purse of the money tonight. But he's facing Drew McIntyre, so there's no way he's gonna win. But it's what that's that. All right, so I got 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right, that not outdone with a similar promo from Drew. Once again, Kevin's there. We do see Sarah Schreiber, by the way, so just want to put that out. She's still there. So Kevin does another interview, this time with Drew. He's backstage. They talk about, Jinder my balls. Basically, offering a chance to Corbin to turn it around, maybe get some money out of it for beating Drew. So Drew says it seems like Jinder is scared, but he can't put his finger on why. Then he calls Corbin pathetic. You are absolutely pathetic. Stone Cold's first theme. Well, he says you are completely pathetic. Anyway, so then he asks the crowd if he should, if should I feel sympathy for Mr. Corbin? Crowds, as always, like no. So Drew says that Corbin is a generally terrible human being. Then he goes off on another story. Before he goes to the story, he's like, he once bragged about beating up a homeless man, stealing his dog, and he knows Orlando wants to see Corbin get his ass kicked. So then Kevin's like, it's like, well, what about your sword? What's like the backstory of your sword and everything? So Drew talks, gives us a little backstory about sword and everything, which is named Angela, which was named after his late years ago. So I kind of a little bit of realism is what it is. Mentioned she got pregnant with him, was told to abort, but had him anyway. She never complained, not even when she had that dreaded disease, cancer. She had cancer. So he's like, imagine he feels about somebody like Corbin, who's basically homeless. And that's it. And then he's like, he picks up the sword. He's like, wonder what Angela thinks. So that's that. So kind of a corny promo from Drew. I'm starting to get bored of Drew McIntyre and his fucking matches and his promo. His promos have been really, really, really bad the last couple months. I guess losing the last 3 straight pay-per-views, really did a number on your promo skills there, Drew. But we'll see So we'll see what happens in the match. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we'll move on from there. All right, that's it. All right, then we get to the match. Match number 1, Drew versus Corbin. Wasn't anything to write home about. The ending was kind of weird. But anyway, starts out with Corbin trying to get a cheap shot. The commentary did kind of mention the on again, off again brand invitational, the wild card rule, whatever you want to call it. But that's it. All right. Andrew comes out with Veer, and Shaggy. Not Shaggy. Shaggy. Would you like a Scooby stick? So they come out. Actually, I'm watching from backstage. They come out later though. So anyway, starts out with Drew hitting a suplex for a near fall. And Drew goes to work on Corbin, sends him into the ropes, clotheslines him over the top rope. Then he goes to the outside. The top. Corbin the apron, grabs the head, sends Drew into the ring. While in the ring, Corbin hits a knee, then another one, sends Drew back over the top to the floor. Corbin then rolls out and rushes Drew, catches him and hits a belly-to-belly suplex on the floor. Ow! As we go to break, we come back. They're up. Corbin comes back and hits a superplex for a near fall. He goes to attack in the corner. Then he whips Drew. Drew dodges. He does that patented slide to the outside. Goes back in. But kissed headbutt as Corbin was running right. That had to hurt. Both men are down. The referee's counting them out. But Drew gets up, speeding down on Corbin. He runs with a fist to the head and then a clothesline. Sends Corbin in the ropes. Suplex. And then another one out of the corner. Corbin goes for a close line and missed. To breaker. Then he kips up. He's in the corner and he's ready to hit the Claymore. He's like, get up, and he's about to go 3, 2, 1. So Corbin sees this like, please don't hit me with the Claymore. Don't put me back in catering, please. I have nothing left. Please, I'm a desperate man. Please don't hit me. So Drew stops. I'm like, why do you stop the match? So Drew gets on the mic, tells Corbin that absolutely pathetic. But I have a little bit of a soft spot. I kind of feel a little bit bad for you. So he's like, well, how bad is it? I mean, how much do you need just to get by for the next couple of days? So Corbin goes, $100,000. That's all I need. Drew's like, okay, I got all the money in the world. I'm making 6 figures. I could give you half of my paycheck. So I was like, that's reasonable. But what about $200,000 or even $300,000? Then he drops the mic and goes, 3, 2, 1, Claymore. Hits the Claymore, knocks Corbin out. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre won. I didn't even think that stupid thing was needed. That little ending. Corbin, begging not to get hit with a Claymore, even though I got hit with it anyway. So Drew McIntyre wins. Whoopty goddamn do. I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. This Corbin storyline is it's so up and down. It's just kind of getting to the point where just release him already. Come on, you're releasing everybody else like Bray Wyatt and Bobby Fish and Tyler Rust and everybody else from NXT. And there's more releases to come. Bye-bye, Corbin. Get out of here. Go to Impact. Don't even sniff coming to AEW. If I was Tony Khan, I'm like, fuck Baron Corbin. Let him go to Impact. Let him team up with Brian Myers or something like that. Try to resurrect his career in Impact. That's not going to even work. It is what it is. Speaking of Impact, quick thing about former Impact president Dixie Carter. She is now in Ring of Honor. She was on Ring of Honor TV where she cut a little bit of a promo, basically talking about the women's tournament which is underway right now. Quinn McKay with a shocking victory over the beautiful Miss Brooklyn, Mandy Leon. She got the win, so she moves on to the second round. So yeah, So the tournament has started, and on TV, I think we got more matches coming this week. I think they said the finals were going to be at Glory by Honor, or it was going to be after Glory by Honor. I think it's early September, maybe. Well, I don't know if they're doing a All Star Extravaganza, which is usually around August, early September. So I don't know what's happening with that as of yet. But we shall see what happens with that, and we'll move on. But yeah, I was surprised to see Dixie Carter, honey, on Ring of Honor TV. So I don't know if she's a part of Ring of Honor or they just showed her. It is what it is. They also had Chelsea Green on commentary. During Ring of Honor Monday. And WWE is actually letting her use her real name, Chelsea Green. So Chelsea Green name that actually letting her trade. It's not they're not trademarking it, so Chelsea can trademark her own name. She don't have to change her name. It is what it is. But yeah, on commentary tonight, and it was like, ugh! It was horrible. Hearing Ian Riccaboni scream up a storm next to Caprice Coleman, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, shut up. She's talking about, she was doing some commentary for the women's matches and stuff. I was like, where's Maria Kanellis when I need her? She does better commentary than Chelsea Green. Good Lord. That's all I gotta say about that. And it is what it is. All right. So anyway, so Drew gets in with the Claymore, the stupid freaking ending. The $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to help Corbin, but fuck you, I'm not gonna help. Claymore 1, 2, 3. That's it. That 5 stars. Almost a 10-minute. We should have went less than 10 minutes. Anyway, after that, Jinder Balls and Veer and Shaggy, they come out. They come down the ring. They slowly make their way to the ring. Drew sees them, and he gets Angela his sword and starts pointing at it. So Drew pulls out the sword. So Jinder and company are like, I think we back. So Drew is scared, and that's all I saw that. But I was probably setting up a match at SummerSlam, maybe like a sword on a pole match. I don't know. Probably some ridiculous freaking stipulation to a ridiculous match. That's gonna be on the main show in front of the fans in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas next Saturday night. And the fans are gonna probably be in the bathroom for that match. Most of this card is garbage. This card is garbage. Besides maybe a couple of basically there's 2 matches I'm actually interested in. 2, and they have I think 5 or 6 already announced. The 2 matches I'm interested in is Edge and Seth Rollins, which I think is gonna be match of the night. And then Bianca and the boss Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's title in Sasha Bianca 2. So I think those are going to be the matches of the night. Everything else, I really don't give a shit. With the Raw Women's title match with Rhea Ripley, Nikki Ash, Hole, and Horseface Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship, I could care less. Because we all know Horseface is going to get it back for the supposedly the 14th time. I mean, the 15th time, but they're gonna say it's the 12th time because she's the 11th-time champion, but they're gonna make it be 12 times. But it is what it is. Because they took away her one of her NXT reigns and her tag team title reign with Asuka. By the way, where the hell is Asuka? We haven't seen her in a couple of weeks. What is she doing besides being in my bed getting fucked in the ass? Because nobody is ready for Asuka except my dick. Asuka's thinking, nobody's ready for my asshole except Peter's dick. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say. But where the hell is Asuka on Monday Night Raw? Is she stuck in catering, making cookies with like Naomi and and Dana Brooke? It is what it is. I mean, when's Asuka coming back? I mean, what are they gonna do with Asuka? I have a feeling they might release Asuka, and that's gonna piss me off. You know what they should do with Asuka? I hate to say it, but go back to NXT, but NXT is basically dead right now. And Asuka's like getting close to, I think, near her 40s. And from what Vince says, he doesn't want midgets. He doesn't want old timers in his new vision of NXT. So, Asuka going to back to NXT? Probably not happening. So, probably going to be either Asuka gets released and she go back to Japan and be with Kairi and probably just retire, or maybe do something in Joshi, or maybe go back to Stardom. I don't know, or maybe maybe she goes to AEW. That would be awesome. Maybe her Hikaru Shida can team up, or either they team up or they have a match. I would love to see that. Shida versus Asuka 1-on-1 in AEW. Woo, that'd be good. Asuka versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. I would love to see that. Asuka versus Ty Conti. Asuka versus Asuka versus Nyla Rose. Asuka versus Thunder Rosa. I would love to see that. Asuka versus Emi Sakura, who's now about to re-sign with AEW, and he's probably going to be on Dark and Elevation anyway. But, yeah, because Emi Sakura just had her last match in Japan, and she's going to be coming over to the States, and is going to be part of the All Elite roster, the women's roster. So they gained another person who already had. I don't know if Yuna Sakazaki is All Elite. I don't know if she's actually a part of All Elite Wrestling. I don't know if she went back to Japan to do Stardom and Joshi again, with Rio, I think. So I think her and Rio, they go back and forth because they're not really signed. Really, they should sign Rio. They should sign Yuna Sakazawa. I mean, they gotta sign Emi Sakura. They should sign a couple of those, those Japanese stars they had in the women's tournament. They should. Asha Kong, won't be one of them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's all I guess. That, and we'll move on from there. Okay, I went off, and that's it. All right, we got all right. Before we move on, we got we got somebody in the chat. All right. This looks like a newcomer, I think. Could be anyone. I hope I'm saying his name right. Probably, I think it's a troll name, but now I'll acknowledge it anyway. Rocky, am I saying it right? Rakai Bisht. Say faster, like Rocky Bisht. No. Anyway, actually, I asked an intelligent question. Did you watch the Dark Match video after Raw, Randy and Cena reunion, and also Riddle hugging? No, I did not see that yet. But really, Cena should be on Raw because this Raw sucked. But looks like Cena's only going to be on SmackDown. He's going to be on SmackDown this Friday night to confront Roman. But Seems like there's this whole freaking summer of Cena. He's basically, he'll be on a Raw here and there, and he'd be on SmackDown here and there, going all the way up to September the 10th in Madison Square Garden. But there's rumors saying that he wants to ask for more time. That's great. That's great. So look like we're gonna get Cena for 15 days, and now we're gonna get a little bit more. So probably getting him for at least another month, maybe. So after September 10th, we'll think that Cena's gone, but he's probably gonna be, on on Raw and SmackDown and the pay-per-views. So yeah, now it begs the question. I was like, well, is Cena gonna actually win the Universal title, break Ric Flair's record, or is Roman gonna beat him? And then if Cena wants to stay past September the 10th, there's the rumors are saying that he might stay for Extreme Rules. What are you gonna do? Like I said, you're gonna have a rematch at Extreme Rules in some ridiculous match? Why? Get rid of Cena. Go home. Go home, dude. You're not getting that big rating. You're not getting a good rating with him there. I mean, without him there last week on SmackDown, they did 2 million views even without him. It was on Fox, of course, So I would expect that this Friday night on SmackDown that the rating might go maybe a little bit up. With Cena might go up to 2.1, 2.2 maybe. I guess we'll have to see. And that's that. Oh yeah, but yeah, Randy and Cena had a reunion. That's nice. Randy should have gave him a Gilmore cutter. But it is what it is. And Riddle, was it all of them hugging, or was it just Riddle was hugging Randy again? I don't know. I guess all of them were hugging. Probably. I don't know why. I really don't know why freaking Riddle would, Riddle, Cena, and Orton would hug, but at least as the fans at home did not see it. When the fans in attendance in Orlando saw it, and they went home happy. That is what it is. That's that. All right. Thank you for that comment. All right. Then he has another comment. I will rather watch AEW Dark than Raw. Well, if Dark comes on tomorrow, I think you meant Elevation, because that's basically on Monday night too. So yeah, at this point, I'd rather watch Elevation than Raw right now. But sadly, Elevation comes on 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I think it's 7 to 8 or 7 to 9. I think it's 7 to 8 or 7 to 9. I don't know if it's a 1 hour show or 2 hour show, but yeah, I'd rather watch that, and then sadly have to go on a Raw after Elevation ends. And at this point, with Tuesday nights with NXT not doing so good and basically about to be extinct, if NXT basically closes shop, all you got on Tuesday nights is Dark. And I'd rather watch Dark than NXT at this point. That's not even getting good ratings anymore. Last 2 weeks have been about 552,000 views. I know it was on Sci-Fi and everything. That not a lot of people have. They're going to be on USA Network tomorrow night, so maybe the rating might go up a little bit. Who knows? Because Adam Cole, baby, is on the show. Adam Cole gets ratings. So, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. But yeah, I'd rather watch Elevation than Raw. I agree with you there. But that's it. All right. Thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm trying to say it. Rock High Bisht. I don't know. That's supposed to be an anagram or whatever that is. Rock High Bish. Rock High Rocky Bish. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I try my best. All right, but thank you. Thank you for coming. Hope you still watch the rest. All right. Talk about So we move on from this. So Drew McIntyre wins. Jinder and his buddies come out, but then Drew grabs a sword and basically forces them to go back, and that's it. All right, after that, we go backstage with Randy Orton and his voice. He's walking a little bit slow. Riddle comes in on his scooter. He's like, Randy, can we still be friends? I know we can't be friends. Can I be in your corner for your match with AJ? You know, the big black Diesel almost is going to be there, but can I be there? I want to be there just in case, almost starts something. I just want help. Orton's not even listening to him. He's like, who's talking? And then he turns and tells Riddle, "Don't call me bro," and out of here. That's it. So looks like Randy's going it alone against AJ Styles and on the big black Diesel on ringside. So we'll see what happens with that in the main event. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right, then we're gonna look back at the Jeff Hardy Killer Cross storyline, where basically Killer Cross, the NXT champion, made his Raw debut a couple weeks ago, and he won in 90 seconds, really basically burying Killer Cross on the main roster. Thank you, Vince. So it looked like we're gonna have the rematch week after that, but Hardy tested positive for the fucking virus, so he had to take 2 weeks off. So we got 2 weeks of Killer Cross and Keith Lee. Back and forth they went. 50-50 booking, Killer Cross week. Then he lost week. And then Keith Lee's basically still stuck in catering. I don't he's supposed to be telling us why he was out for so long. I think it's this week he's supposed to tell it. We'll see. But back, he's corona free, and we're gonna get Killer Cross Jeff Hardy 2, which should have happened 3 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks ago, I should say. So we get that. All right, so Hardy comes out with his new he went back. Thankfully, he went back to normal words. That's awesome. Killer Cross still comes out to his entrance. Not the epic entrance like he has NXT, but he comes out. Still, we haven't seen Scar. Where she is. She's in my bed next to Oscar right now. So I'm going to have a threesome later tonight. So I have my sushi, and I have my smoke, the smoke show after that. It is what it is. Anyway, this match was kind of meh. It is what it is. So it starts out with a big boot from Cross. Shoves Hardy in the corner. We get some Hardy chants as gets a T-bone suplex. Sends Jeff to the outside very hard. He follows out, tells Jeff, "We're not done yet, Jeff." Irish Whip is reversed. Cross is then sent into the steel steps. Jeff runs, hits Poetry in Motion off the steps into the barricade. Then he removes his shirt because he's such a sexy man. Get the ladies' reaction to that and everything. They get in the ring. Jeff hits a side Russian leg sweep. Goes to the top rope. Looked like he was about to go for a top rope move. Cross gets up, trips Jeff. So we're going to break. And then we come back. They're going back and forth with some right hands. Jeff kicks, hits a DDT. But Cross kicks him, gets hit with a right hand. And then Jeff does vintage Jeff Hardy inverted atomic leg drop. Then he does the leg drop, playing the hits and everything. Drop kick to the head. And then it goes off the ropes with a kind of a weird looking running splash for a near fall. And then Jeff kicks out of the corner, goes to the second rope, goes for another splash. He hits the splash, another near fall. Then he tries a fruit roll up. Gets a no fall out of that. Then he gets sent in the corner. It looks like he's about to hit post. again, but caught him, hits the doom, and that was basically it for Jeff Hardy. Cross locks him in the cross. Jeff does what he does best when he drinks, taps out, and that's it. So Cross back. So it is what it is. He's basically win. I mean loss, win, loss, win. So basically he's batting 500 right now. So, all right, so Killer Cross gets the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, almost an 8-minute match, and that was it. So Cross is about to leave as the referee's checking on Jeff to see it's okay, and Cross is like, he wants to get his revenge from 2 weeks ago. So he enters the ring, and warms up. He warms up that little forearm. He hits the forearm to the back of the head. Attacks, and he locks him in the cross jacket once again, and to basically put him out of his misery. And that's all I can say about that. All right, so like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for that, and we'll move on from there. All right, after that we get a recap of the Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss feud that happened last week, where we saw Tamina, one half of the women's tag team champions. Natty's still hurt. I don't know when she's coming back and what's going to happen with the tag team belts at this point. She beats Doudrop last week, and then we see Lexi and Lily, and Lily on the Tron is like, the loser of this match, Eva Marie, yay! And then we see Lexi, talking about serial killers like Jack the Ripper, and then Doudrop attacks her from behind, lays her out, and then Eva, talks to Lily. Then she throws her on the floor, and then they leave, and then we see Lily rise up like the Undertaker, like a serial, like any Halloween villain, like Chucky raising from the dead or the Undertaker raising from the dead. So we're gonna get Lexi versus Doudrop in a little bit. That's that. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. After that, we get a weird video package with some weird fucking song about it's like, you're my best friend, not the Queen song, you're my best friend. Basically going over the whole Orton Riddle RK Bro story and everything, So then we see we see Riddle. He's sad. He's on a scooter. He was so happy to see Randy, but now he doesn't want to be a team. He doesn't want to be his bro or be in his corner. He's like, I don't know what to do. I think he was with Kevin, and he says that, well, if Randy wants to be by himself, I'm gonna respect that. I'm a stallion, so I'm gonna do what stallions do, and he goes away on his scooter. So that's that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, match versus Piper Niven or Doudrop. Lexi comes out with her nice themes. Lily comes out. The fans are cheering for Lexi. So then Doudrop comes out with the world wrestler Eva Marie. Lex puts Lily on the turnbuckle and everything. And then Eva Marie tries to go on the turnbuckle, and then the referee's like, "Get down, bitch!" So that's that. So we start the match. Lexi stretches in the corner, like Eva decides to sit in the corner, basically for no apparent reason. And then the crowd starts chanting, "What, Wyatt?" Then I'm going back and forth on Twitter, like people saying, "Was that piped in?" I'm like, I don't know if it was or not. But then we came to the conclusion it wasn't. There was another video on by my good buddy the Yankee Messiah. Go check him out on YouTube. He put up a video of from fans inside the Amway Center, where basically it was not 10, 15 strong chant, "Be Wyatt." Of course, Lex basically ripping. So anyway, referee kicks Eva out of the ring. We go at it. Lexi tries for a kick, a right hand, another kick. Dewdrop shoves her down. Alexa does that creepy spider walk, which kind of creeps Dewdrop out. Alexa runs. Piper lifts her. Alexa gets a 1921 sleeper hold. Piper then grabs her and like flings her over her shoulder, slams her down. Goes to a running senton. Thankfully, Lexi moved. Lexi with a hard kick to the back. And then another one to the titties. Then she has a crossbody off the ropes for a 1 count. Then she leaves the ring. And we see her by the front row. And the front was like, "Yay, Lexi!" By the way, happy birthday, Alexa Bliss. I know I said it on Twitter and I said it on Instagram. It is what it is. So Lexi walks over to Eva. Eva's like, "Don't you come near me." She's slapping the air. I'm like, "What are you slapping, you dumb bitch?" And then she tries to slap Alexi on the second try. Lexi blocks it, but then Piper comes to attack from behind, grabs Lexi, rolls. She didn't get caught. But she kicks Lexi in the back really hard. Then she sends Lexi into the corner hard again and the corner. This big avalanche splash rolls to the center of the ring, and then she looks over at Lily, and she tells Alexa, "Lily can't help you now." Then she being stupid, she goes over to where Lily is, and she starts looking at the doll. She starts talking like, "You're nothing but a stupid little doll." And then we get a close up of Lily. And then she winks sadistically, like I kind of do, like Lily winks, and then Lexi's getting up. She's like in the spider position again, with her hair. She's covering her eyes, looks really, really intense. She blinks, and Piper's like, Lexi comes from behind, rolls Piper up and stacks her up. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss gets the win. Thank God she won that match. But still, kind of a weird, creepy ending. 3.5 minute match. There was, sorry, 5 stars. After that, Lee goes Lily. They start dancing like, "Ooh, that's a nice little puppy. That's so nice." Back to head and everything. While Eva Marie takes Dewdrop and just like head. Like, "What are you doing, dummy? Basically, 2 out of 5 stars for kind of a boring match. Thankfully, Lexi won. But it is what it is. But it's still gonna do this stupid storyline with Lexi and Dewdrop, and eventually Eva Marie will probably have a match with Lexi. Hopefully, it's not at SummerSlam. But it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. And if it does, I hope it's on the pre-show. I don't want it to be on the main show because everybody will be shitting on it. Basically shitting on Eva Marie, not as much, Alexa Bliss and Lily and everything, and Piper, but that's all I got. All right, we move on. We go back with Frank, Miss and Morgan. Hey, ho ho. America's most wanted, if you will, and I saw talking about Damien Priest being very drunk. Take that for what it was. Then the United States fella comes in. He's like, "I can't stand you, Morrison." Mocking his America's most moist wanted little moniker. Calls him Waterhead. It cost him a match last week. That tag team match with him and him and Morrison against Ricochet and Damian Priest, where Priest, he beat Morrison in a match that he beat in a tag team match. Sheamus says someone's after his gold, meaning Mr. Priest, and yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I really don't care. So they're going back and forth, back and forth. It's like you better get the job done or else, or something like that. So I didn't get that whole thing. I really didn't care. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, maximum. How much time do I got? All right, well, okay, we got a little bit of time. All right, maximum 4. Shame for Ricochet or that asked Mr. Rick be soon. Match was not anything to write home about. It was supposed to be a contenders match. It is was Sheamus works over the arm, drags Ricochet down. They lock up. Sheamus backs Ricochet up in the corner, scrapes his face. Ricochet shows him back. Then he locks him from behind, attacking the back of Sheamus. Then he locks him off from behind. Sheamus hits an elbow. Then the clubbing blow goes off the ropes, hits a hurricanrana. Then a drop kick to the United States. Back on the apron at 5 because he went to take a little breather. Sheamus with then a big time chop. Then another one. Then a big knee from the champ. Yeah, picks up Ricochet and hits a 1921 body slam kick. But Ricochet held the ropes. Sheamus heads to the outside into the announce table. Said he did a hype Byron Saxon. Damn. Ricochet springboards, hits a crossbody to Sheamus as we go to break with Ricochet's comeback. Break. Ricochet hits some rights to get out of the hold. Sheamus then drops him down. Ricochet comes back with some back elbows until Sheamus hops up on the apron. Ricochet hits a fist. It's industrial strength, which is what it is. Sheamus goes to the top rope, but Ricochet hits a big high. Sheamus shows him off. Ricochet lands on his feet. Then he hits a big high drop kick. Then he goes to the top, comes off with a big top rope leg lariat. Then a boom salt to the champ for a near fall. Then he picks Sheamus up in a fireman's carry. It looks like I think he's going to try for the Benadryller. Sheamus was out of it. He shows Ricochet in the corner. Ricochet with a drop toe hold to Sheamus. Sheamus hits the turnbuckle. Ricochet then goes back to the top. He flies and kind of like bounced off of Sheamus. Like Sheamus like boing, and then Ricochet was basically down and out. Commentary said that he was trying for a headbutt. I don't know. I don't know. I think he kind of botched it or something. I don't know. But anyway, Sheamus then backed up, and then he hits the brogue kick. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus fella gets the win, and that was basically it. It's 10.5-minute match. Wasn't gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right. After that, we hear the music of Damian Priest. He comes out and goes, shooting his visible arrows to get his name on the Tron and everything. Then he goes to the ring, and we have a big face-to-face stare down between Priest and Sheamus. Continuing that little storyline. And it looks like, he wants to, maybe have a match with Sheamus, maybe for the United States title. So anyway, so Sheamus backs up, and he's about to leave. And Priest, he has his back turned. He's about to shoot an arrow. Sheamus tries to attack for the sneak attack. Damian sees it, shoves Sheamus to the floor. As then we hear the music of John Morrison. Now listen! So he comes out with The Miz. Does that shit. The pyro goes off. So we're going to get match number 5. Another match. Like another rematch. It was like the 6th, 7th match between Damian Priest and John Morrison. God, this match was kind of boring. Another 4-minute suck fest. They went back and forth, blah blah blah. near the end, Morrison sends Priest to the outside, flies over the top rope, flying below into a crossbody, hits it, sends Damien into the ring. Damien goes for a kick and missed. Morrison then hits a kick of his own. Then he hits a springboard leg lariat from Damien Priest. He grabs the head of Morrison and he's about to hit the Reckoning, but then the Miz takes out the dripstick and he sprays Priest in the face with water with the dripstick. Damn it. Not working. He hits Reckoning 1, 2, 3, and another freaking loss for John Morrison. What else is new? I mean, he was getting buried, and he gets a couple of wins. He gets a couple of wins. We all thought he was like, well, maybe giving him a little bit of a push, and then, hey, here's your push, out the door. That's it. So, but I know they're pushing Damien Priest to a title match against Sheamus and possibly winning the United States title at SummerSlam. But we'll see. So Damien gets the win, and I gave the match 2 out of 5 stars. 4-minute match, blah blah blah. So Damien wins, blah blah blah. Anyway, after the match, Miz tries to use another dripstick and squirt Damien. But Priest shows the Miz. Miz then stands up. Remember, he has a leg injury. Oh wait, he's not injured. He's fine. So Miz was playing it off that he had a big time ACL injury. He kind of did, but was out. He was he did it for I think a month, and it looks like Miz is fine. And, his leg injury is fine, so he's gonna be back in action pretty soon. So Miz starts running to the back. Damien gets thing. He gets on the mic. He says that for months we've seen Sheamus come out, yap yap yap, run his mouth, and then Sheamus comes back out to interrupt. And he tells Damien that says, why don't you say it to my face? You got something to say it to my face. He's like, I expected more from you. Priest thinks Sheamus a bully. And he says he's going to deal with him how he's dealt with every other bully. Because, he used to be a bouncer back in the day. Basically, then after that, he challenges Sheamus for a United States title match at SummerSlam during the match. There's Sheamus has to defend the title and blah blah blah. So yeah. So then Sheamus says, you talk a big game. You call me a bully. Maybe I am. Maybe I like being a bully. I basically don't care what you or any other fans think. He says at SummerSlam I'm gonna put you in your place, and I'm gonna put you down. So Sheamus accepts the match. That match is now official for SummerSlam for the United States title. Should be an match. I hope Priest wins though, but we'll see. So that's that. And then afterwards, Priest turns around, hits his own version of the brogue kick on Morrison, lays him out, and then Priest gets back on the mic, tells Sheamus that that's going to be you at SummerSlam, and that's pretty much all I guess say about that. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, we go to the back where we see our good friend Mansoor, and he's talking to Moose Ali on the tag team after getting their butts kicked last week by Mace. We're gonna have Ali taking on T-Bor one-on-one with Mansoor and Mace at ringside. So Mansoor is apologizing, for what happened last week. He's like, I'm so sorry, I want to apologize. I even bought you, your own jacket. It didn't look that bad. Ali, ooh, nice jacket. Thank you very much. Did you get it at the Quickie Mart? No. So he says, I love it. It's like, but mistakes, but come out with me and watch what I do and learn. Watch and learn, basically, he says. So Mansoor is like, I will do better next time, Ali. I will do better. Yes. And then we have squishies later. That's it. So Ali says, he's like, tonight Ali will show him how it's done. And basically, he reiterated, says, just watch and learn, and that's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. So just a little hype for the match. All right, then we get to match number 6, Tibor and Ali. Really didn't give two shits about this match. Long story short, getting to the end, Mace rushes Mansoor with a big, huge leg lariat. And he starts screaming, "Stitches get stitches!" Nice deal. Tibor tries for a choke slam. Ali is able to roll him up for a near fall. Then he goes to the second rope, hits a tornado DDT. Then he goes on the top rope. Tibor kicks from below. Ali is crotched. Then he grabs Ali, puts Ali in a torture rack. Then he puts him off the shoulders with a knee to face. I think he hit feast your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Tibor gets the win in a match I really didn't give two shits about. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. 3 minutes suck fest for what it was worth, and that's that. Afterwards, Mace gets in the ring. They look to hit high justice like it hit last week on Ali, but Mansoor comes off the top rope with a drop kick to Tibor. Then he attacks Mace. Mace sends him to the ropes. Mansoor holds on. He low bridges Mace to the apron. Mansoor then flies off with a springboard kick right to the head, and he stands tall and he picks up Ali. Huh? What's going on? Oh, wait, you're my partner. So that was it. So I would assume we're probably going to get maybe Mansoor and Mace next week on the Go Home show, and nobody's going to give a flying fuck. And that's all I got to say about that. So, like I said, 2 out of 5 stars for that. I really didn't give a shit for that. It is. This show was just like almost like last week, Rematch City in certain spots. So, like, filler matches, filler segments, and nobody gives a shit. That's it. All right, we move on. All right, then we go to a segment with the 24/7 champion, the best 24/7 champion in WWE history, Reggie. But it's still Byron Saxton is still calling him Reginald. Why you calling him Reginald when they said we're not gonna call him Reginald no more, we're calling him Reggie? You know why Byron Saxton says that? Because he's stupid and didn't get the memo. Moron. That Byron Saxton should get released, and when he does, I'm gonna fucking do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight for and sing na 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 hey 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 goodbye to Byron Saxton. And then after that, hope and pray that Jimmy Smith gets released, and then if Vince needs some commentary, me and Joe Cronin are waiting. It is what it is. Fuck JD. It is what it is. That's that. All right, so we see Reggie, the 24/7 champ, doing a photo shoot, and then to the side we see a janitor, going this way, and then we see another guy going this way. We know truth in disguise, and truth the janitor, but they try to attack Reggie doing his photo shoot. They beat him up a little bit, but Reggie shows off his gymnastic skills, his acrobatics. He goes on a big production thing. Then he does a lot. They try to get him, and then he does a big flippity do again. Then he goes out the door as Reggie and Akira is like, "You messed up. You messed up." And then R-Truth's like, "He's on Xbox mode." Okay. So basically, the number 1 and number 2 contender for the Olive Garden 24/7 title that Reggie has, R-Truth and Akira Tozawa, basically the only contenders for that belt, unless they find a Lucha House Party somewhere. But that's and the other guy they find that's in catering is like, "Hey, let's have you run after Reggie and try to get the 24/7 title." I thought it was kind of corny. So I gave this 1.5 out of 5 stars, and it is what it is. But still, at least Reggie's still like, still for I think the fourth week in a row, maybe at fourth or fifth week in a row, Reggie's still a champ. I think he's getting close to being the longest reigning 24/7 champ in their history so far. But we'll see what happens with that. But glad that Reggie's still a champ. That's all I can say about that. I don't want to see another meaningless Akira Tozawa reign, or even R-Truth getting the belt for like the 59th time or whatever, how many times he's held it. That's all I can say about it. How much time? Okay, I gotta finish this up. All right, let me just see. All right, well, we go to commercial music of and the lightning of the almighty WWE champion Bobby Lashley. He comes out with his best friend MP, with his his pimp stick to get in the ring. So MVP gets on the mic. He wants us to all stand for the almighty WWE champion Lashley. Blah blah. Not that many fans stand. So MVP says there have been some false narratives being spun after old challenge a couple weeks ago. He says if Goldie was looking for a fight, it was in the ring, but he never raised his hands to Lashley. He exited in an orderly fashion, then returned and hit MVP with a weak ass fuck spear for no apparent reason. He then lied, and then he says he then lied, saying he did, he did it because MVP, he like he just they're full kids and everything. I didn't know that Lashley had a kid. I know, wasn't he married to what's her name? One of the Nitro girls, or did he, maybe knock up one of those ladies of the that he had over the last couple of months? Maybe that hot Latina chick. By the way, I follow her on Instagram. It is what it is. Anyway, so anyway, says him and Lashley are fathers. They would never do such a thing. MVP says he was acting in a humanitarian capacity. So he talks his name Gage, not Nick Frage. His name is Gage Goldberg. Go figure. So he went to Gage, and what he said is this: if he loved his father so much, he implored him to dissuade him from this fool's errand. Basically, and he says basically if Goldberg shows up, his career is over. Then he says he has been slandered before. He was ran over by a truck named Goldberg, and he talks about his injuries. He says I got 4 bruised ribs and 2 cracked ribs. I'm like, how do you get that on a weak ass fuck spear? One of the worst spears that I ever seen Goldberg do. And the only thing worse than that is getting a spear from the Almighty. They are violent by nature. Ooh, a little bit of an Impact reference, because Violent by Nature is Mr. Eric Young's group with Rhino and company. Anyway, he says they are violent by nature, and if Goldberg invited his son in battle, anything can happen. So maybe you shouldn't even bring him to SummerSlam, or bring him into WWE for that matter. So P says he can't cough or sneeze or even laugh. Then he message for Gabe, and he says, convince your father not to show up for SummerSlam. And then Lashley gets on the mic. He says, well, I got a message for Bill Goldberg. And basically he tells him, nah, don't let your son watch SummerSlam. And then he says, at SummerSlam, Goldberg, you're not next. You're done. Ooh. I love this promo from Lashley. Very passionate promo from Lashley. I loved it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens next Monday night on Monday Night Raw. Goldberg will be there. Maybe to confront Lashley. Maybe to get physical again. We'll see what happens on the Go Home show next Monday night, which I think is in Denver. Oh, it's somewhere. I think it's somewhere close to I think it's close to Denver, or it's, I think Denver's the Monday after that. So I know SmackDown on the 20th in Phoenix. I know that. And then then they go to Vegas this night, and then Monday night, I think they go to Denver and then making their way back east. And then pretty soon we'll be talking about SmackDown at the Garden, the most famous arena, the mecca of wrestling, the home of basically WWE's home is New York City. It is what it is. So that's that. So like I said, 3 out of 5 stars for that, and we'll move on from there. We're almost done. All right, there we go. Backstage, we see the former women's champion, the Nightmare Rhea Ripley, my brutality. Now, she's walking, then she gets stopped by Lisa Schreiber. Ask Rhea about her match coming up a little bit with Nikki Ash, whole non-title match, of course. Rhea says almost isn't just good enough to stay the champ. She talks about last week's hardcore match, no holds barred match with Nikki and Charlotte when Nikki won. So she says, does Nikki have a dark side? Maybe. I haven't seen it. And she that's basically said she's gonna say she's gonna win the title back. Same stuff from Rhea. That's it. So that's that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And then she heads to the ring. Ash Costello, my sweetheart, sings her to the ring. My brutality. And that's that. There we go. Backstage, we go to the gorilla position where we have Sarah talking to Nikki Ashhole. Basically, Nikki talks about nightmares and night lights, and calling Charlotte a deadbeat. I didn't hear anything else. It's like, if you believe, you'll be almost a super, something like that. I was like, I didn't really care what she said, so I didn't rate that. So I didn't really give a shit. That's that. All right, so then she heads to the match number 7, which didn't really like that. Nikki and Rhea started with some mat wrestling, so a little basic wrestling. Rhea then slams Nikki down ribs first. She had her ribs taped, selling the effects of last match, hardcore match. She stomps the rib. Rhea stomps on the ribs, backs Nikki into the corner, hits a shoulder block into the gut. Then a right hand to Nikki, drops her in the corner. Rhea then sends Nikki into the other corner, grabs her head and lifts her, tosses her across the ring like yesterday's garbage. Then she sends Nikki to the outside. She goes out. She lifts Nikki, drops her on the edge of the apron. Ow! As we go to come back, Rhea pops Nikki up, but Nikki reverses into a DDT. She's still selling the rib injury. She slowly get up. Rhea then reverses an Irish Rip. Nikki gets a Hurricane Rana, then a 1921 roll up for a near fall. Rhea then targets the ribs again, tries to go for a Riptide, but Nikki counters into a falling cross body. But Rhea then puts Nikki in the corner, starts going to work again on the ribs, sets her up on the top rope, but she takes too long. Nikki then knocks her back to the mat and looks to finish her off. But then we see Horseface Charlotte Flair come from behind, knocks Nikki off the ropes, causing disqualification. So Nikki Ash wins the match by disqualification. Match again, 2 out of 5 stars. Nothing really to write home about. After that, Charlotte goes to work on Nikki, hits her with a T-bone suplex. Then takes her attention to Rhea, hits natural selection. Then she picks up the title. Then she throws it right down at Nikki, and then she leaves. But what the hell was she wearing? She looked like she just came out of the gym. She was like wearing some like Zumba pants or something like that. Her hair was like different. Some kind of almost a new look for Horseface. It is what it is. And that's that. And we move on from there. So that's that. So so Nikki wins by disqualification, and that's it. All right, after that, we go to a video package for Elias, and we haven't seen him since he basically got his ass kicked by Jackson Riker or Gunner, in that Symphony of Destruction match. We see Elias doing his guitar. He's playing his guitar, then he throws the guitar into a ring of fire. He went to the ring of fire. No, Johnny Cash. This is Mighty Soul. He says WWE stood for Walk Elias, but anymore. He says basically that Elias is dead, and we see a lot like going into the light, not like in this moment into the light, but he goes into the light. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Elias. Is he leaving WWE? Is he coming back with a new gimmick? I don't know. Just tired of being, coming out and saying, "My name is Elias," playing his guitar. Maybe he'll come back with another a new gimmick or something. I don't know. We'll see. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right. After that, we see Horseface Charlotte backstage. I think Sarah was with her. She says she created a strategic opportunity to pour salt into the wounds of Rhea and Nikki. She's not going to be taking any chances. She says if they were on her level, they would have anticipated the attack. Then she goes on and on and on a little bit more, then heads out. That's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with Rhea, Nikki, and Horseface next week. On the Go Home show on Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. All right, then we see I think it was Kevin with Randy Orton. This voice. Randy then is asked why he chose to distance himself from Riddle. Randy says he owns AJ and he's gonna own. So basically, like, I don't need to answer the question. Leave me alone. I'm Randy Orton. And that's it. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we go to AJ almost at ringside. Of course, match was all right. It kind of went back and forth. I'm gonna try it. AJ with a base. They go back in. AJ's soccer hair hits a headbutt. AJ comes back with a right hand. Orton comes back. They go back and forth, back and forth. AJ with some more right hands. Then another one. Some kicks. He goes off the ropes. Orton hits a clothesline. Then he sends him back off the ropes. It's that patented Orton power slam near fall. But AJ comes back with some kicks to the knee. With Orton put Orton on the ground. AJ whips Orton. Orton reversed it. AJ with the backbreaker for a near fall. Orton sits AJ on the corner. He hits him right hand to the head. AJ goes off the corner. Then Orton hops on. Actually, he was doing it before. Knocks the head. Looks like he was going for. Anyway, AJ slinks on the knee, pulls the legs out. He hooks the leg, goes for the calf crusher. Orton, he starts to block it and attacks the back of AJ, but eventually AJ got the move on. Orton got to the ropes. AJ then rushed the corner. Orton sends him up and over. AJ lands on the apron. Here's a forearm. He's about to go for the phenomenal forearm. He goes for one. Orton he stops as Orton was about to maybe hit the Gilmore cutter. He pops back up, hits a clothesline. Or Orton hits a clothesline, grabs AJ, hits the demon off the ropes. Then he stands. He starts to hear those voices in his head. He starts going, gets ready to hit the Gilmore cutter. Then almost grabs AJ, pulls him into the corner. Orton's like, "Get in here, almost get in here." It's like, "You want some? Get in here." Almost like, "You want me? You want me?" Takes off his coat. The fans going like, "Yeah, this is gonna be good." So, but AJ comes from behind with an insignia out the corner, and then the fans go. Now they start to pick up. Riddle comes out and shoves almost into the ring post head first. Ouch. Then he hops on the back of almost with a 1925 sleeper. Almost breaks the hole, backing Riddle into the ring post. Kind of temporarily knocking him down. AJ gets on the apron. He tries to go for the phenomenal forearm. He jumps and right into a Gilmore cutter. Bang! Right in midair. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is not this voice. Gets the win. I knew that was going to happen. He's coming back after 7 weeks. Got to give Randy Orton the win. because you can't have SummerSlam without Randy Orton, of course. So Randy gets the win. Match was decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. I think it was the match of the night. Is what it is. That's that. Afterwards, Orton is pissed. I guess because Riddle, came out, and Riddle gets in the ring. He's like, almost was trying to fight you. And Orton's like, I told you to leave me alone. I told you to stay in the back. Let me do it myself. And Riddle's pleading his case, and he's trying to do his best, Team Hell No things like, can we hug it out? So Randy's like, I'm not hugging you. Like, get out of here. So Orton leaves the ring, but then Riddle stops him on the apron. Then he's like, listen to the people, and he's trying to get an RKO chant where you're not getting much of it. So it's Orton to listen to people. So Riddle, Riddle's, he's tries for a hug again. Randy's like, all right. They hug. And the fans going nuts. They're like, yay, RKO is back. RK Bro is back. Riddle's all smiles. Orton's like, get off of me. Leave me alone. No, get off. Then Riddle and him, they're going around. They're moving around. They're going this way, and they had their hands in the air. And then Orton turns him around. Bang! Gilmore Cutter to Matt Riddle. I was like, yes! I marked the fuck out. Because, I'm a big time Randy Orton fan, even though he steals my move. Here's what it is. So Orton's all smiles, and he's like starts going like this, and he starts patting freaking, he's like moving the hair, moving Riddle's hair around a little bit, starts patting him on the head. And then if you watch closely, Riddle was laughing the whole time. He's like, I got a Gilmore Cutter. And that basically ends the show. So we're kind of left with, is RKO back together, or are they playing, they tease them getting back together, and then Randy hits the Gilmore Cutter on Riddle? I mean, we're going to see Riddle and Randy at SummerSlam? What's going on here? We didn't really get an answer out of that, and that's that. And then, the person who came in the chat, was telling me dark match video of Randy and Cena. When Cena came out, had a reunion with Randy, and then they all hugged and everything. I was hoping that maybe Cena would give Riddle the AA, and then Randy will pick him up, hit another Gilmore Cutter, and then leave the fans happy. Or then hit Cena with a Gilmore Cutter, just to make the fans even more happy. But that didn't happen. It is what it is. It's fine. Randy can hit Cena with the Gilmore Cutter whenever he feels like it, because you never know when the Gilmore Cutter will strike. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so that was it. I gave the Aftermath, once again 2.5 out of 5 stars, but still. That was basically the best thing out of the whole night for me for Monday Night Raw, because I was bored as fuck. This entire 3 hours, I was bored as fuck. So my final rating for Monday Night Raw, I gave it a right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso says, 5 out of 10 stars. Wasn't anything to write home about, and we'll see what happens on the Go Home show next Monday night on Monday Night Raw. On the August the 16th show. We'll be 5 days away from SummerSlam. We'll see what happens with that. Probably more progression with Rhea Ripley, Nikki Cross, and Nikki Ash-Hole, and Horseface Charlotte over the Raw Women's title. We'll see what happens now with Riddle and Mr. Randy Orton. If there's still there's still a tag team, or they're at odds, and maybe Riddle's like, well, me and you should fight at SummerSlam. I don't know what's gonna happen with AJ now, or something's gonna happen where like maybe AJ and almost come out, and maybe they'll lead into what's gonna be for the Raw tag team titles. AJ and almost defending against RK Bro, Randy and Riddle. Eventually, Randy and Riddle will win the tag team titles at SummerSlam. and they continue to go back. Like I don't want to be your partner, but we're tag team champions. So blah blah blah. Eventually, they'll probably lose them back to almost an AJ or maybe somebody else. I hope not the New Day, but we'll see. I'd rather have War Machine win it, but not. But AJ and almost are the only heel tag team on that fucking roster. So I don't know. I would assume AJ and the Big Black Diesel almost get the belts back for the second time, maybe at Extreme Rules, or maybe after that. I don't know. Maybe the October pay per view. We'll see. And then maybe you turn Randy heel, which he really should be heel, and then him and Riddle go at it and for the next pay per view, next 1 or 2 pay per views, and then maybe you put Randy, as a possible winner for the Royal Rumble. I don't think, but I don't know who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. We'll see, but it's not even January yet. We don't want to have to talk about the Royal Rumble for a while, but if I had to guess who might win the 2022 Royal Rumble, I would probably give it to Damian Priest right now. Because I think Damian Priest is going to win the U.S. title, go on a little bit of a run with it, maybe till the Royal Rumble, and then he enters the Royal Rumble, wins the Royal Rumble, then eventually he loses the United States title, and then he gets his title match at WrestleMania or be in the main event at WrestleMania. But I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. Because maybe Brock Lesnar might come back. I don't know. Who knows at this point what's going to happen with Brock Lesnar? People saying he might go to AEW. So, I don't know. Everybody's going to AEW these days, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So, we'll find out what happens next week with Sheamus and Matt Riddle. Maybe something with Miz and Morrison in there too. Maybe with Priest, with Damian Priest. Maybe Miz, will be cleared, and maybe we get a triple threat match. Maybe at SummerSlam for the United States title. Not that Miz needs it, but we'll probably get that. Maybe Morrison comes in. Maybe they have like a fatal 4-way match. We don't want to see that, but it is what it is. They got to do something with Miz and Morrison at SummerSlam anyway, but we'll see. So we got that. We got the tag team titles, like I said, with RK Bro and AJ and Omos. We'll see what happens with that. And other than that, we got Rhea Ripley, Horseface Charlotte, and Nikki Ashhole. What happens 5 days before their match at their Raw Women's Championship match at SummerSlam, which I think Horseface is gonna win. Then Becky will probably come back probably in October, maybe November. I don't know, but we'll see. Because we got they talk about the Queen of the Ring tournament in October, and the finals will be at Saudi Arabia show on October the 26th, I believe. Or somewhere near the end of October. So I don't know if that's going to actually be the October pay-per-view, or they're going to have maybe a pay-per-view, then, the Saudi Arabia show, which, we don't even know if it's going to be Crown Jewel, it's going to be Super Showdown, or maybe be something else. Who knows? And that's that. So I think Charlotte's going to win a title, hold on to it for a little, maybe a month or two, and then probably lose to Becky when she finally comes back. I don't even know if Charlotte will be in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She is the queen, supposedly, but they'll have to be an official queen. So maybe Charlotte does enter and says, "Well, I'll enter the tournament. And I will show why I will be the real queen of the WWE." But we'll see. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's that on Raw next week. Probably nothing else after that. I think SmackDown would be, the next two. This Friday night on the Friday the 13th SmackDown, and then next week on the big August the 20th show for the Go Home show in Phoenix. Yeah, they'll hype everything this week on SmackDown. Bianca and Sasha will continue on their storyline, their hype to their match. Cena, like I said, is going to be on SmackDown. Maybe to confront Roman. We'll see what happens with that. More with Edge and Seth Rollins. Maybe some stuff with the Mysterios and the Usos. Continuing their little feud leading to this SmackDown Tag Team title match. Maybe maybe something with Shinsuke Nakamura and Apollo Crews, with big boobs and Commander Aziz. Woo! You know, maybe they'll announce Shinsuke gets a title match for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam. I think that's probably where I hope Shinsuke wins back the Intercontinental title for the third time. We'll see what happens after that. If he wins, hopefully he has a long reign, and then maybe Rick Boogs turns on him or something like that. Not that I want to see Rick Boogs and Shinsuke going at it for the Intercontinental title, but gotta have somebody going after Shinsuke at this point if he wins. But we'll see. And that's pretty much it. And other than that, the main titles will probably all defended at SummerSlam. Maybe they'll put Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal in a match, maybe with a stupid stipulation like Angela the Sword on a pole match or something like that. They'll probably have maybe Alexa Bliss and Eve Marie at SummerSlam that you will completely and utterly suck. Because you're going to have a suck match at a major pay-per-view, a filler match before like one of the big matches and everything. So I would think there'll probably be, I would say, 10, maybe 11 matches, 8 to 10, maybe 11 matches for SummerSlam. But we'll get the final card. I would say probably Friday night. I wanted to do episode 201 of the Gilmore Chronicles on Thursday night with my SummerSlam review, but like I said, we don't have the final card yet, and on a go home show on the August 20th show, they might actually finalize the card. So I'm thinking August, the day of SummerSlam, like the morning of SummerSlam, I'll do episode 201 with my SummerSlam predictions. Get that out of the way, and then I don't know if I'll probably just stay home and maybe do some yard work and some other shit in the house. Then get ready for SummerSlam, and then after SummerSlam, I'll do my review on the Peter Gilmore channel. And then Sunday morning, I'll do episode 202 of the Gilmore Chronicles, which will be my NXT TakeOver 36 predictions. Do that early in the day, and then get ready for watch the Met game or whatever is on TV for a little bit. Take a rest before TakeOver goes on the air. Watch TakeOver, do the review on Peter Gilmore channel, so you get 2 reviews for the price of 1 next weekend. So that'd be nice. So don't forget to tap that bell on the Peter Gilmore channel. Subscribe to the channel and the CGC Reborn channel as well, to get all the predictions and the review and the analysis and everything else, because you don't want to miss out on that. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, next week should be a big week of action. Big week. We also, we still got a big week of action this week. We got NXT tomorrow, back live on the USA Network. We have Adam Cole, baby, and Kyle O'Reilly in a face-to-face with Mr. Regal as the mediator. I don't know how that's gonna go. We'll see what happens. More with Killer Cross and Samoa Joe leading into their match for the NXT title at NXT TakeOver 36. We have Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. That match has now been made official for TakeOver 36 for the NXT Women's title. So we'll see what happens with those lovely ladies. And other stuff that might happen at TakeOver 36. Basically, we have those 3 matches. The World title, Cole O'Reilly 3, which probably going to be a loser leaves NXT match, which will be announced tomorrow. And then we have the women's title, Raquel and Dakota Kai. So that's 3. We'll probably have something with the North American title. Will probably be a match at TakeOver Isaiah Scott against Santos Escobar. Maybe a tag title match with MSK defending. I don't know. I guess maybe against Hit Row, maybe, or Imperium. I don't know. We got Walter and Ilya Dragunov are gonna have something. I think. Well, they had something on NXT last week. There was like a vignette and everything. I think they're supposed to be in the arena tomorrow, I think. So we'll see what happens with that. That's 5 matches. Those are your 5 matches. Usually TakeOver's 5 matches. So got the the NXT World Title. You got the Women's Title. Maybe the NXT UK Championship. That's 3 titles on the line. Maybe the tag titles and maybe the North American title. Unless they add maybe a 6 match. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll get the finalized card next Tuesday. Excuse me. Next Tuesday on NXT TV. So maybe I might do. What I'll do first is my on episode 201 of the Gilmore Chronicles. I will do my NXT Takeover 36 predictions on that Thursday. So I'll have the finalized card by then, and then I probably Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon. I will probably go live and next Saturday, a couple hours before SummerSlam, give you my predictions on episode 202 of the Gilmore Chronicles. And I'm giving my predictions and all that other stuff. And then SummerSlam comes your way, and then I would do my second video of that day, the SummerSlam review on the Peter Gilmore channel. And then Sunday, I'll probably I gotta see what if Rosa comes back next Sunday. It might be next Monday on the 23rd. If it's the 23rd, then I'll probably go have dinner with my parents and then I'll watch NXT Takeover 36 on on my dad's my dad's computer and watch that. So after I eat, of course, after I eat dinner, watch Takeover, and then probably then I'll get the card, go right back home, and then I'll do the review as soon as I get in on next Sunday night for NXT Takeover 36. So like I said, don't forget to hit the bell on this channel and on my other channels as well to get notified when I do a video. Hopefully you get notified. If not, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and hopefully hit the bell again, and maybe that'll work. But if not, just try to just type my channels in the search field and try to go to my channels and get the latest video, and that's it. But we'll see what happens with that. So that's it for my video. Thank you all for watching. Once again, 5 out of 10 stars for Monday Night Raw. Another crappy show is in the books, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Rakai Beast. I don't know if that's I don't know if it's a troll account or it's an actual account, but thank you for coming in, asking an intelligent question. Well, 2 comments. Well, 1 question and then a comment. So thank you for that. Make sure maybe you come back tomorrow for my NXT review. Don't forget to hit the bell, like I said, on my Peter Gilmore channel. Subscribe, and I'm subscribed here too if you want, and my other channels as well. So that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow night with my NXT review, and if anything happens during the day, I will maybe do a quickie video on the over the phone, and then after that we'll watch NXT, and then probably around 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock, we'll do the NXT review, and that'll be it. That'll be we'll close out Tuesday, right here in America. That's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's very late here in the Northeast. Almost 2:45 in the Northeast. So I'm gonna edit this baby up, and then probably go to bed because I gotta get up a little bit early in the morning, have some breakfast, get dressed, and I gotta get out of the house. I gotta get ready for work, and then I gotta run to the bank, and then have some lunch with my I'm gonna meet my pops. Gonna have some lunch, and then come home, then get ready for NXT tomorrow night. And then, like I said, after NXT, we'll have your NXT review for August the 10th, 2021. But that's it. All right, so that's it. Thank you all for watching. Go to bed if you're here in the Northeast, and hopefully you have a great Tuesday. If you're in the West Coast, it is almost midnight. So if you're staying up late and watching a late night movie or having a late night snack or a late night drink or having some good old late night sex, just remember to wrap it up. Wrap up your burrito Don't forget that, because you know, or if you want to play the pull out a 2 game. Well, try your best, because some of you people that play the pull and pray method, some of you guys pull out game is really, really, really weak. It is what it is. Some like my trolls. You know who you guys are. That's all I gotta say about that. Your pull-out game is really weak, my friends. That's why your girlfriends come to me. They want the vitamins, and when I give it to them, when I play the pull pray game. My pull-out game is very, very, very strong, like my dick. But it is what it is. I don't really play the game with Rosa, but it is what it is. But if we did at early on in our relationship, here and there, over the last couple of years, we have played the pull and play game, the pull and play game. Said it 5 times fast. But like most of the time, we wrap it up. So we have to, because we're old. God forbid, Rosa, she's old, but God forbid she something happens and she gets pregnant. You know, either we get the morning after pill, or we have to deal with it for 9 months, and that's it. But it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, most of the time we wrap up I wrap up my burrito, and I still give Rosa the best vitamins in the world, and she loves it. Long time. That's why she's been with me for 13 goddamn years. Married 8 years. But it is what it is. More to come. More to come, and probably we'll have amazing monkey sex for the next 10, 15 years. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, because, be jealous, because you can't get a girl like her. And if you did, your girl probably looks like a whore. But it is what it is. Ain't that right, Nick? But it is what it is. Not that Nick. Nigger! You know what I'm talking about. The little douchebag that hides behind a voice changer. But his fake ass blow up doll. It is what it is. Stop telling her to call me. Not the blow up doll, but tell your so-called girlfriend to stop calling me late at night. But it is what it is. For late night sex. Gotta pay me for that shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. So it is what it is. So that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna edit this baby up, wrap up this burrito, and go to sleep. And if I can go to sleep, but it is what it is. All right. Thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. As I always say, peace out, rock on, and rock hard. And as always, if you're not down with that, well, you don't like my show, well, fuck you, man. So that's it. So you don't like it? Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Have a great rest of your night, everybody, and an even better Tuesday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for my NXT review on the Peter Goma channel. Don't forget to hit the bell, subscribe, follow me on social media, and leave me a like, leave me a don't care, but leave me some comments, and all that other good shit. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody. I'm out. Peace, bitches.